All right, guys, it's time to look at some more Webkinz Room designs. It's Monday, February 13th, 2017, and let's get right to it. In studio today, I have Maurizio and Mandy to share the rooms with you guys. Hey, guys.
Hey, Michael.
How's everybody doing?
Well, I think we're all very excited to take a look at these rooms designs, so let's jump right into it. Here's the first one we're going to look at today. It's beautiful. It's Autumn Falls, and this was sent in by PJ. Now, of course, this was built in a treetop room, but I just love the color scheme here and all those beautiful reds and fall colors. And, of course, those beautiful waterfalls that they've incorporated here, too.
Yeah, the treetop rooms in the autumn are just stunning. And I love the way they picked up on that color, especially that is such a neat gazebo, the rich colors on the roof.
Yes.
Yeah, and I love how there's like a fantasy aspect to me because it's up on a tree, but you have these waterfalls and you're just wondering like there's some kind of magical element to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Like a magical land on top of a tree. I think I remember reading a book about that when I was younger. But it is a great idea and it really sparks the imagination. So let's continue on here and take a look at the next one. This one is an ice fishing room, and this was sent in by Huggable Honeys Forever. Now there's a beautiful wallpaper there with those mountains that extend off to the background, all those beautiful trees, and of course they've added their own trees from the Countryside Christmas room theme that was released in December. And of course those trees, they look like all different trees because they're all different sizes, but it was actually just one tree that you could purchase for Kin's Cash, and every time you rotate it, it changed the size of the tree, so you could create these really organic rooms out of them. Yeah, and of course there's the fishing scene there, but what do you guys think about this?
Oh, I think that is amazing. Now, were those the puddles from the spring celebration that they're using as fishing holes, or?
No, I'm not sure what they are. I think it could be like a PSI, maybe or something like that. Maybe there's the Googles.
A seal or someone has a fishing hole.
Right. Well, there's the Googles there, and it could be like peekaboo items where you click on it and maybe they disappear and their heads will pop up.
The hide and seek.
On either the hide and seek, yeah. But it's perfect here because look at that. There's two holes in the ice and there's two pets there fishing, and they might both be competing for that beautiful trophy that's behind there. But look at that. There's that tent, and I hope that's not a real polar bear sitting in front of the tent.
I'm wondering what that little, it must be some kind of plush item?
Yeah,
I think
it was a
plushie. Stuffy, right?
Yeah.
Or a plushie. And yeah, I love those chairs. They're perfect too. The blue folding chairs, because those are like camping chairs, right? And they work perfectly.
Yeah, and they have the fishing poles there. And actually, I was mistaken. I believe the Googles, that snowy Googles there, its PSI, I believe, is that little snowmobile that you see parked next to the tent.
Okay.
But yeah, so great job on your ice fishing room. Let's move on. Here is another beautiful Winterfest room. It's a hockey scene, and it was sent in by Bernie3. We released those beautiful skates and helmets and hockey jerseys during our Winterfest event and the skating rink as well. And they've done a great job here putting together a little hockey scene.
Yeah, it's great. And what is this item right in the bottom corner? Is that like a hole someone's dug with a shovel?
I'd
guess Adventure Park related?
No, I believe it's a PSI, and it's for one of our Arctic pets. Northern pets.
That is really a neat touch.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. We have so many items, it's so hard to remember what each of them is, but I believe it's a PSI. But yeah, I love that net too that they've added.
Very nice
to the hockey rink.
What a great idea.
Yeah, and that is actually, we have a game. It's the soccer challenge game that sometimes shows up at today's activities, and you can play. And actually, if you score enough goals, you're awarded an item at the end of the game. There's soccer jerseys and soccer cleats and shorts, but that soccer net, you can also win that there too. But it's perfect here.
Awesome. And I like how Bernie3 just caught that snowman right in the middle, just throwing a snowball at you. It's like,
yes,
flat.
Exactly. Yeah, and I love their snowman collection there. There's a lot of them that are lined up along the border of this room. So great job, Bernie3. Let's move on here. I thought this one was beautiful.
Very nice.
This is an ice carving festival room, and it was sent in by a cool ant. And actually, a cool ant did mention that this is the room before all the spectators arrive. So they're still setting up the ice carving festival. But it's kind of broken up into these 4 different sections here. And you could just picture that maybe the lampposts were carved out of ice, or I mean, I don't know, there's that sculpture sculpture there, that beautiful gazebo. There's a sculpture, ice sculpture that we gave away during previous Winterfest, but just so many beautiful items here. Really give this room a beautiful look.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Now, do you know are those floor tiles like layered with something else, or is there actually a floor tile with those things built into it?
Yeah, they've used 2 different floor tiles here. So the gray stone one, that's a floor tile that I believe was available from the e-store, and also that other ice floor tile, that square one there. I mean, they've put 2 of them opposite each other in both cases, but that was available from the e-store as well. And they've added them to an outdoor room. I thought this was a beautiful room, and so much detail and thought was placed into this room, obviously, to create this beautiful design. So great job, A Cool Ant. Let's continue on. Now, this one's really creative. I love it when people take all different items and almost create their own room theme. And in this case, it's a Kinsville post office, and it was sent in by Pony Unicorn. It was built in a medium-sized room, but it was really well done.
I love that they use those fence pieces inside.
Yes.
That's perfect
you
for
can use
a
them
post
anywhere,
office.
for sure.
Yeah, and those boxes are just great. Like, they're such a cool item, and I love the way they've done it here.
Yeah.
Like all the
Ready to ship out.
but locked safely behind the fences.
Of course.
Yeah, what a great use.
Yeah, those boxes, you can actually store stuff in the boxes. They're available in the storage section in the W shop. But yeah, like you say, lots of nice little finishing touches. Like there's letters on the counter there.
Oh, yeah.
Waiting to be mailed, probably. The wallpaper actually they used is from Jumbleberry Fields. It's country kitchen wallpaper, I believe. And of course, there's those Kinsville shop windows, which work perfect in any sort of shop. And those you could make during our Webkinz Bake Sale event. When you combine baked goods together on a stove, you could unlock prizes, and that was one of them. So great job.
Very nice.
Yeah, great
What
job.
is that? What is that tree on the left? Is that an orange tree?
Yes, it's an orange tree.
Orange
It's
tree.
available from the W shop, as is that other sort of palm or weeping willow there. But yeah, really brings some color to the room. It's a great job, Pony Unicorn. Let's move on here. There's only a few more left to go. There's a lot happening here.
A lot, yes.
Yeah, it's a Thanksgiving lodge, and it was sent in by Katya.
Wow, this is beautiful. There's so much to look at.
I was going to say.
Yeah, again, it's the nice, like, rich colors, but then with little pops of, like, those bright green apples or the soft blue wicker baskets.
And Mandy, can you imagine walking in and the nice smell of pie?
Oh, my gosh.
You know, a lot of players love those foods that you can actually add to a room and add to a table, those presentable foods, and they have a great collection here because look at that table in the south corner of the room. Lots of different pies and ice creams on it. But do you think that pet is dressed maybe a little bit too warm?
Well, they
for
just
the fall?
got there, Michael.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Maybe it's
Yeah,
a
they were
chilly,
walking outside. Yeah, it's very chilly.
chilly
That's true.
Thanksgiving
It is the
day.
fall. That is true. That is true. And I love that stove there that's on the left side of the wall there and the ice box. Those are from our country theme.
Oh, I know. I love those. And those are deli shop items, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those are both great items.
Yes, it's very, very well put together.
Absolutely. Including, actually, I'm just noticing there's lots of different stuff here from all different themes. Some that you wouldn't expect, like the Campkins cabin wallpaper from the Campkins theme in the W shop. But it works perfect here with that log cabin look. So great job, Katya. Let's move on here. This one's really cute. It's an Italian cafe, and this was sent in by Cool Cat TX. And this is also built in a medium-sized room. And I always say, you know, it takes talent to design medium-sized rooms because you don't get as much room to place in items as you would a larger room.
You know what? I love the color of paint they've used on the walls because it's that terracotta color that you often see in an Italian restaurant.
Yes, that's very true.
Yeah, and then those windows have that Tuscan feel, right? So that really does capture the feel, I think, of an Italian cafe.
I'm getting hungry, guys. I should have brought some spaghetti with nice tomato sauce to this thing.
Absolutely. Well, and it's funny because we released those crates of apples and bowls of apples for Fall Fest, but I think they're actually using them here to look like tomatoes in the Italian restaurant. It does work perfect here because if you look, there's 2 tables set up. Those tables actually were figure prizes. So when you actually entered a figure feature code in the W shop for one of our figures, I forgot which one, I think there's a chef, you could unlock that. And then there's Chef Gazpacho place settings that they've added on top of the tables. Now the place settings have those tomatoes tomatoes in it, which of course tomatoes are used a lot in Italian cuisine, so it just makes sense that those are tomatoes instead of apples. But I thought that was really creative.
Yeah, no, the illusion's there. I thought they were tomatoes too for a second.
And also, I love the artwork on the wall and then on the easel because, of course, Italy's famous for its artists.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I would love to go to an Italian restaurant and then eat and be able to paint something nice.
Oh, that would be fun.
That's perfect place for me.
Yeah, there you go. Great. So thank you, Cool Cat TX. Let's move on here. Now, there's a lot going on in this one as well, but I love it because it looks like so much fun. It's a fall fair, and it was sent in by Emerald. Now, a lot of prizes here are from Jumbleberry Fields. Like there's that pie stand and frozen yogurt stand in the back corner. There's lots of prizes as well that we released for our fall fair event.
Yeah, this was just our past fall fair event, right? Because the big ride and the ticket booth, I think those were 2016.
Yeah, and the
Fall
cat
Fest,
wearing the hat, the top hat there on the left.
Yeah, it was actually a collection event.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And the prizes that you could get for collecting acorns, like there was that judge's booth and things. But there's a room divider in there, and that Ferris wheel was available for eStore points as a special like bonus add-on that worked with the rest of that mini fall fair theme.
So well together. It just looks like it was meant to be. It's beautiful.
Yep.
And I love the bright colors of the carts right in the middle, the sort of vending carts.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it all works well together.
So one of those carts there, the fall themed one, the fall colored one, that one you could get during that collection event we were talking about, last year's Acorn collection event. And the one next to it is actually an exclusive item that works with the movie theme. So there you go. Great job on your fall fair, Emerald. Now this is the last one that we're going to see today. We've seen a few figure skating rinks recently, but I thought this one was really beautiful, really caught my eye. It's a figure skating on the town square room, and this was sent in by Jamie. Now I should mention that those beautiful buildings there were available during Christmas a few years ago. They've used them there to line up to make it look like a town square. That balloon archway there, I think it's a beautiful touch. And those were actually from a candy cane collection a couple of years ago, and it's a candy cane arch, and so they've added the two to the room and faced them together to make it look like an arch.
I love the use of the trees and plants here, like those hedges that we just released with the cookies. I think you got those from the cookies, did you?
Yeah.
Those are really pretty. And also those trees, I'm not sure if they're from the same event, the ones that look sort of bare, like they're missing the leaves.
Yes.
They're so pretty.
Yep.
And then the low flowers on either side of the path. I'm not even sure if those are regularly winter flowers, but they look perfect.
They're white tulips from last year's spring
that's right.
celebration.
They look so good.
Yeah, they look perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it almost looks like grass or something. They don't even look like flowers. It looks like snow that has fallen on this kind of like evergreen shrub or something. So yeah, it really adds to the room and really blends that color scheme, that little green color scheme that's happening here throughout the whole room.
Absolutely. And I like all the pets in this scene here, and that caterpillar. You don't see the caterpillar too often, and it's going to have a lot of fun skating on all his skates there.
Yeah, he had to buy extra skates.
Yeah.
and they're all wearing their winter outfits as the two dancers perform there. So great job, Jamie. Great job, everybody. Thank you guys for sending me your room designs. If you want to send me one, you can send it to me at letsbuild@gans.com. And also, you'll want to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Webkinz so you never miss another Let's Build video. All right, guys. Mandy, Maurizio, thank you guys for joining me again today.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you, and thank you to everybody. Great job.
All right, guys. We will be back with more room design soon. Bye.